Evening folks, you join me as I'm going on my evening walk. I'm going up Whitely Nab in Glossop. It's about half an hour to 35 minutes walk to the top. Hoping to get some sunset views tonight. Just thought I'd take you along for the ride. Well, I haven't done this walk for quite a few months now. I've got out of the habit of going for evening walks, which is really bad because not only was it a great physical discipline, but it'd also be a guaranteed time for prayer time and spending some time with God, and I've neglected that recently to my shame. So hopefully tonight will be the start of getting back into a regular routine. Well, I'm at the foot of the Nab. I'm just looking to my left here. I wanted to show you, I don't know how clear that will be on the phone, but that's the shooting cabin on the way up from Moorfield, and you can see Black Moor there, and the top of Black Moor is the Pennine Way path. Once you get to the top of Black Moor you can actually see straight over to the Kinder Plateau. So going via the shooting cabin there is one of my favourite routes, and to the right just behind the trees is Wormstones. Anyway, I'll just show you Whitely Nab, what we're about to climb. So there's Whitely Nab. It's actually spelt Whitely Nab. I think there's a little bit of discussion about which is the correct pronunciation, but I've always called it Whitely Nab because we are in the parish of Whitfield, so that's my reasoning. So it may not look too much from here, but believe me, you can see the path that goes pretty much straight up there. It's slightly obscured by the branches of the tree, but you might just be able to make out the path there, and it's straight up, and it's a short sharp shock. And once we get to the top of Whitely Nab, basically keep on going, and there's the pine woods on the right, and we're going to cross over the Monk's Road, and then there's one final push that takes us to the top of Coom's Edge, or Cown Edge. Well, these are the pine woods at the top of Whitely Nab. I'm going to head off now over there, following that path around the side. Eventually we'll get to Monk's Road, and that'll be the final push to Cown Edge. See you there. Well, just as I'm coming out of the pine woods here, or by the side of the pine woods of Whitely Nab, in front of us we can see Manchester. You can see the lights coming on now on the buildings, and moving over to the left you may be able to see some cars going up Monk's Road, and the path goes just past, or to the left of that house you can see there, and then zigzags up this dark section here up to the top of Cown Edge. There's some old quarries at the top of there, which I'll show you when we get there. I hope you can hear me above the wind, but we're standing on top of Coom's Edge here. And in the centre of the screen there, that bump there is the knot. And just beyond there, shrouded in mist, is the Kinder Plateau. In fact, that will be Kinder Low End. And you can see, looking over Mill Hill there, and Ashaped, it's going to be very clagged out. The clag's beginning to roll in here. In fact, it's just started to rain a little bit as well. So I'll crack on The bump in the centre of your screen there is Mount Famine, and then just beyond that is South Head. Losing the light now, so hopefully this is coming out okay. I'm using my phone tonight, I haven't got my normal camera with me, so hopefully the footage is okay. I think it's one of the few quarries there are around Coom's Edge. Now we'll go over to the edge of Cown Edge. Well, we've just come off the top there. I've now arrived at Cown Edge. And as you can see, the views are pretty spectacular from here. As I keep panning to the left, you'll see Cown Edge itself come into view. Well, I must admit I count myself very, very blessed, and I'm very thankful to have this within half an hour's walk from my house. Not many people can boast of such a joy. So what I'm going to do now anyway is spend a bit of time, just a bit of prayer, a bit of time just taking it all in, and then as I'm walking back I'll show you some shots of the lights of Manchester, and then once we get back over Whitely Nab you'll see Glossop as well. I probably won't do too much in terms of filming because I want to make sure that my footing is well placed, because my right ankle is still a bit tender, although a lot better, I'm pleased to say. On top of Whitely Nab again now, looking down into Glossop. From here it's probably only about 12 minutes walk, I'd say, back to my house. Really enjoyable, absolutely love doing this. I've always found this tree quite atmospheric looking when I'm coming down. Kind of looks a bit spooky, don't you think? Spooky tree. Well, thanks for joining me on my evening walk. I'm about 2 minutes from the house now, so I'll sign off here. I'll see you in the comments, and I reckon another 2-3 weeks I'll be out on another camp. Might be a solo camp, it might be with Tim, might be with Steve, I'm not sure yet. But I'll see you then, and between now and then, take care of yourselves. God bless.